everyone, Joyful Yogini here. Welcome to your weekend reading. So we have Labor Day Monday coming up. Deborah's in the house. Hello. Is that also Hills in the house? Hills is in the house. Awesome. Hello to John Paul. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, we have Labor Day Monday here. So this is a nice long weekend. And just as a heads up, before we do the weekend reading, before we do the weekend reading, I want to let you know I'm not going to have the Friday night party tonight, or the Feel Good Friday is not happening this evening. So my next live stream will take place on Tuesday. So Tuesday will be live yoga on YouTube and on Facebook, okay? And so I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Hey, Jean-Paul, what does that say? Hello, everybody. Nice. Yeah, we got a whole party going on here on Instagram. I love it. So before I pull some cards, oh, by the way, Chewy is here. He says hi to everybody. Oh, I'm going to turn this angle a little bit here. Before I pull cards, I just wanted to share I had a super cool experience this morning. It was, between that sleep and wake place. And so, this is the place where I could get some beautiful messages. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I see the hearts. And who else is in the house there? Oh, Famola Casper. Hello. Welcome. So it first started with a dream, and then the dream led into this really cool experience where I was able to access my Akashic records. And I haven't experienced this before. And I was seeing something that looked like a contract. And then I felt this different energy coming in. Thanks for the emojis. I felt this different energy coming in through my root chakra. I have never felt so grounded before. It was the most grounding feeling ever. And so there is one theory, and I'm saying theory because everyone has their own belief systems, right? And we can have different information. So I might receive different information from someone else who receives information. And the message that I got just about that point is that, certain people are going to be attracted to certain light workers' energy. And so if you're attracted to my energy, then you might be more open to the types of messages that I get downloaded. So, okay, so here is one of the theories of the people that I've been associated with as a light worker, and how, I learned different information about spirituality through different people that I'm attracted to learning from. And so one of the theories is that your Akashic records is also called an earth star. And it is located about a foot below your feet energetically. And so this was the first time this morning that I actually truly felt that rooted connection right within the Akashic records. And I had put a request out to the universe saying, yeah, I want to fully experience it. I've had other people read my Akashic records before, but I haven't actually delved into them before. But this morning I did. And it was just such a cool experience. So I was able to ask questions. And I was asking questions about different areas of my life. I just focused on one area and asked questions and asked and asked. And I just continued to get more in-depth information that created so much clarity. And the messages totally came from a place of peace and joy and gratitude and groundedness, right? Like I just felt like so at home in this space. I did not want to get out of this space. It just felt so good. And because I'm a Capricorn, I'm an earth sign, right? It's the goat. And so that's why it was so, that feeling was just so freaking good, being so grounded as an earth sign, it was just wild. Hello. Corty. Hello, hello. Okay, so there was something else I wanted to share before I pull the cards for the weekend. There was this beautiful energy coming through. So I was going through a beautiful activation. And I feel like we're all going through this type of activation throughout the weekend into the new moon in Virgo, which is on Monday. So is that the 6th? I think it's the 6th. So I saw different colors, like the energy had different colors associated with it, with this activation, with this upgrade, with this new clarity that is coming in. So and the color change. I was seeing this beautiful white. I was seeing this gorgeous indigo color, this orangey, beautiful color. I don't even know if I'm remembering all the different colors that were coming in, but it was representing the different vibrations that were coming in and how it was going to affect my different chakras. And this new energy coming in is going to help us to have more clarity on who we are, like fully who we are. Because I know I've said this in some different streams, but I think it's really important to, hello, Courtney. It's really important to emphasize this. Growing up, like ever since we were in utero, in your mama's womb, we started to experience the world, being in a body on this planet, feeling people's emotions and energy. My allergies are making my nose so itchy. My apologies. Feeling, emotions and energy, and basically giving us perceptions on, should we be scared about this? Is that a bad thing or is that a good thing? Is that, we were just simply learning from who we've been around, what's right, what's wrong, what I should like, what I shouldn't like. But it's not necessarily you were learning something that was 100% accurate in, let's say, the eye, if you believe in God, the eyes of God, right? Not necessarily 100% accurate. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you are, and this is just my perceptions, whatever, if something doesn't resonate, that's okay. Just leave it. Just leave it. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. You don't have to take it whatsoever. I'm just sharing in my experience, right? And if it helps you to be more joyful, if it helps you to be in more gratitude, to have more compassion for people around you, to live your best life where you can shine your light bright and help other people to shine just because you're shining your light bright, then that's great. But if it doesn't do that for you, then just let it go. So, Warren's in the house. Hey, Warren. Okay. So we are getting this new activation coming in this weekend that is going to create more clarity, that is helping you to truly understand who you are, that beautiful soul that is perfection. And perfection for where you're at right now, because we're constantly changing and evolving, and we're meant to, because in many cases we're going through life with these distortions, right? With these patterns that we've learned since we were in utero. And also, I believe we take on patterns through our DNA from our ancestry and also from traumas and past lives and things like that. So we're going about life with distortions. We're seeing things as if we're wearing, big, thick glasses that have been smeared with Vaseline. And so things might be not looking as accurate as the reality it could be, because what is reality? Reality is love and peace. That's what reality is. But when we have those emotions such as fear and anger and frustration and jealousy, they're beautiful. We're meant to have those emotions to be able to bring up some of these distorted perceptions to the surface. So it's giving us an opportunity to have more clarity and to reconsider the thoughts, our beliefs, maybe even our values. You might reconsider certain things just based on the curiosity of wanting to understand, why am I feeling this way, and is that really true to me now? Because we've been changing and evolving, right? You are not the same person that you were 10 years ago, that you were 5 years ago, that you were a year ago, and that you were even 2 weeks ago. We're constantly learning more about ourselves. My nose is still so itchy. Okay, so let's pull some cards for the weekend. I'm not going to be doing any individual readings for anyone because I need to keep this short. So again, I won't have the Friday night party tonight, and my next live stream after this will be on Tuesday. So I hope you have a wonderful long weekend. So what do we need for this weekend? And this reading is for today, right until Monday, because the weekly reading I'll need to do on Tuesday. Okay, so we have 2 cards that want to come out with messages for the weekend. Okay, the first one is divine order. And you can see that, sorry, I'm just putting the card for YouTube right now. I'm just bringing the card over here. Who has joined the house? Hey, Frederick's in the house. Hello. All right. So that is one of the cards. So for divine order, so you see the scales. Whatever is going on in your life right now is in beautiful balance. So if you've had fears coming up of not being able to get enough done, of things being so busy and not being able to keep up with it, of some, not having all the information. It's like you're wanting to move forward on something, but you don't have all the information, so you can't even necessarily make the decisions that you need to make in order to move forward. But the message here is, don't worry, it's all good. Everything is in divine order. So if things are a little bit imbalanced in that particular area, first of all, is there anything you can do to change the imbalance? Can you do anything for yourself? Can you take action in some way? Can you speak your truth in some way to help to create more balance? If there's nothing you can do, then just trust. Everything is divine order, so trust in the process, and you will get the information in perfectly divine timing in order for you to move forward. Sometimes if we get information too soon, we might jump the gun, jump the queue, and make a decision that's not necessarily going to be for our highest and greatest good, not for our highest and greatest alignment, not for our highest and greatest abundance and health and relationships and career and things like that. So this can have to do with any of those things. Who has joined the house? Oh, Sir Nonos Woodwork. How are ya? Hey, did you find me from Smiling Frog Wood Studio? I'm just curious if you found me through there, because my husband is a wood turner and a wood carver. And the fact that you do woodwork, I was just curious. And if not, you should check out his Instagram, Smiling Frog Wood Studio. All right, so the next card is comfort. Comfort. This is from Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping you for your heart to heal. So the heart healing has been coming up for weeks now. I haven't even had my breakfast yet, and I have to take a sip of my shake. It's been such a busy morning. It is 1:14, and I hope you don't mind. If I get something in my teeth, promise you'll tell me. Because I have greens in here. There's like chunks and strands of stuff. So, I could have like a piece of spinach just hanging right out and not know it. So I'd appreciate you letting me know. Okay, so we have been going through a beautiful heart healing. And so we've all had various relationships within our lives, whether it's been with a love relationship, a parental relationship, as a parent with your kids, or as a child with your parents, or, siblings, got some of those greens in my throat. Career relationships, neighborhood relationships, and such. And I would think all of us in some way have had a trauma or traumas within some of our relationships that have closed our heart off in some way. And it might not be fully because, I feel like I'm a very loving person. Yet I had this realization that my heart was really closed in a certain aspect of my life. And I was afraid to be hurt again. And so I was just keeping that section closed, just kind of keeping a distance and still going through life and still having fun, but just keeping a distance and not truly getting myself right in there for fear of being hurt again. So see if you can relate to that in some way. And it might not be obvious right now, or it might be, but for me, it was not obvious at first. And I really needed to be open. Okay, so right now it's the time of heart healing. Show me where my heart needs to heal and help me with the process. Okay, so I was just checking. I thought a new message came through, but a new message didn't come through. So Archangel Azrael just wants to give you confirmation that you can call upon Archangel Raziel to help you with your heart healing, but that you are being downloaded a heart healing activation. So you are getting more clarity in what's important to you and what you want and what you need. And as you embrace those desires about yourself and not think it's bad, right? And even if you have a good thing going on in certain areas of your life, it's not a bad thing for you to want to be even more fulfilled. Because the more you strive for personal fulfillment, for inner fulfillment, you can call it selfish if you like, but then in this case, selfish is a very good thing, because the more if you have the goal to fulfill yourself within balance of all areas of your life, it's not like F you, everyone else, right? I'm not saying that at all. So it's finding the balance while still fulfilling yourself. Your light shines brighter. And when your light is shining bright, you are aligning with who you are. And then as you go about your day and all of your interactions, your light is affecting those around you. So it ends up enhancing the relationships within your home, with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers. And it might inspire some change, right? It might just inspire you to take action in a different way, for you to speak your truth, to start moving about life in a little bit of a different way than you've done before. Because if you continue to do everything the way you've been doing it, those areas of your life that haven't been working so well, they still will not work so well. So as you're gaining this clarity, it's important for you to rethink, I'll say, your strategy about things. Rethink your strategy about relationships, about love, about health, about fitness, about career, about your finances. There might be some different things that you could do to create those changes. And you might have very well been getting signs from different people along the way to help you to make these changes. And sometimes people would say things and you might be like, that's not right for me. What are you talking about? And I just want to give you a personal example before I wrap this up. And if you have a question, by all means, you can throw it out now. So even about 10 years ago, I don't know for sure how long ago. It could be anywhere between 6 and 10 years. Let's say everything kind of just melds into one these days. Let's say anywhere between 6 and 10 years. I probably closer to 10. I would get people within my community saying to me, "Oh, you're the yoga instructor, right?" And at that point, I wasn't even doing yoga. Like, I did it as a kid. And at that point I had taken like a 10-week workshop while I was pregnant, right? Because I did that that was about 11 years ago that I did that workshop. But at that point, I was not doing yoga regularly. And when people would say that to me, I thought, okay, I must just look like someone else in town. But it kept happening all the time. People would say, oh, you teach yoga, right? And I'm like, no. They're like, really? They said, maybe it's just the body type or something, but for some reason I really thought you were a yoga instructor. And I had this reading with someone. Again, I don't know. It could have been anywhere from 6 to 10 years ago. I had this reading and they had said, yeah, so I see you're going to be a yoga instructor. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I thought if I was going to be like a type of fitness instructor, because I've always been involved in fitness, I was seeing more Pilates, but yoga, I've always been so active, like go, go, go. And yoga seemed just a little bit too zen for me, a little bit too and chilling. And I'm like, I'm not chilling. I just keep going, but I can do Pilates, right? And I remember the reader said, well, maybe it will end up being Pilates, but this is just what I was getting, is that you'll be a yoga instructor. And lo and behold, I am a yoga instructor now. And so I was getting all of these little messages and I wasn't necessarily listening. I was like, what the fuck? La, 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 And I didn't realize that these were little messages from the universe going, this is what you're going to be doing. It's like planting a seed within me, right? So has there been a pattern for you in a certain area of your life, an ongoing message that has been coming up in an obvious or maybe not so obvious way? So keep that in mind. And by the way, if you are interested in yoga, I do have yoga classes starting the week of September 13th. They're going to be online and in person. So you can join me either way. It's going to be fun. And if you want to feel more joyful, you want to feel uplifted, and you want to get messages and move your body in a way, because I channel messages during the classes too, right? And I always create a class to help the energy to flow in a way that's needed for that week or for that day. So I usually pull a card at the beginning too to tune in. So if that's something that attracts you, then you can join. I have power yoga, vinyasa flow, yin yoga, and chair yoga. Right now, my morning classes are set. I'm just waiting for the studio times to find out when they can give me evening space. So I will be doing the classes in person at Dance Bridge Dance Studio in Uxbridge. And then at the same time, I'll have them going over Zoom. So that's why you'll be able to join from home, wherever you are in the world. So you can check out my website if that's something you're interested in. It's thejoyfulyogini.ca. thejoyfulyogini.ca. If you're on Instagram, you can go to my bio and there's Linktree, and my website is right there. And if you're ready to sign up, you can go, under services, you can go to yoga and you can see the schedule. And then when you're ready to pay to sign up, you go to the Joyful Yogini store. And then the different classes are there. And so the way I'm doing it right now is you can buy 8 class passes and you choose the day and the time that you want. But if you can't make a certain day or time, then you just let me know, and then you can use that pass for another day. And if you can't start the week of September 13th, you can start anytime, right? You can start the next week after or the next week after, because I think to get us right through until the Christmas holidays, I think you'll need at least 12 passes to get you through. And you can always buy top-ups too if you're going to start right on the 13th. So I'll have all that on my website when it's time. All right. Well, have a lovely long weekend if it is a long weekend for you. And who has joined? Is that Lou McCallow? Lou McCallow's in the house. Hey. Nice to see you, or nice to Well, I'm seeing your little picture. Nice to connect with your beautiful energy. I'm glad you're in the house. So, from my light to your beautiful light, namaste. Okay, Lou Michaela, what are you saying there? How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hold on one second. I'm just going to say goodbye on YouTube. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday.